Hey everyone, this is Dan. Welcome back to What Remains of Edith Finch. Last time man, we were going through Edith's siblings, parents, uncles, seeing or even experiencing the things that led up to their deaths, and I gotta say, a lot of it was very disturbing. Um, my thought is that perhaps everyone in the family, the Finch family, might be suffering from maybe some mental disease. A lot of people, well, other than Sam, had been suffering from some kind of mental disease or mental impairment, and perhaps that's what led to their deaths. It was most evident with Lewis here. He lost touch with reality, and it cost him ultimately. And I wonder if like that is the family curse. I'm hoping today we find out what's going on. Maybe all of this turns out to be an imagination of some sort on the part of the protagonist. We don't know.
I wish we'd stayed.
All these posters, yeah, for Martin. In loving memory, Lewis
But I
Finch.
understand why we left.
She couldn't deal with it anymore. Dawn, Edith's mother, she couldn't deal with her father's loss, the rest of her family, her children, and Edith was the only one left. Edith, mom. Oh, jeez.
My mom ended up leaving everything behind.
Yeah, she just too much. To teach and learn 7 ways to create a fulfilling classroom. Dawn Finch. So she was accomplished at teaching English. I mean, that is how she met Sanjay. Disaster relief, Sanjay Kumar. Evac specialist, but he died in the earthquake. And she couldn't even finish packing everything up to have delivered to her. It was too tough. So what happened to Dawn?
What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it
Edith.
should have come sooner.
Wait. Did we miss something here for Dawn? I didn't see anything as far as like what we could read, but that's Edith's room upstairs. I didn't see anything for Dawn specifically. Am I missing it? There's nothing else here. It's just her boxes that she's left behind. I mean, she hasn't left anything. Huh. Okay, well, I guess we'll just continue on. Edith's room.
But it
Here.
had to end one way or another.
Looks like
All
Edith
that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Edith loved these paper cranes and stuff, it looks like. Alright, so what finally happened here? What it... This looks like the little Lewis's character dream. There's a buck. This is from Sam. The shark and the seal, that was from Molly. Was all of this her imagination? All of it? Did none of this actually happen? This is the house. What? What's going on? A quill?
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
So, I just want to backtrack for a second here. When the protagonist we were playing went to lay down in the bed, it looked like she was pregnant. So maybe we are playing as Edith, writing everything that has been going on for our child. So I do think maybe, now I'm thinking back now that we are Edith. At least that's the sign that I'm getting. So
the power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles.
And we
When
were...
my mom said the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
Yeah, we were... Edie said that we had a present. Was this the present?
Had a key to it.
Yeah, this was the present. Is that there was a secondary way of getting in here.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
No, it's not. People have left and still had issues. Who lived here?
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
What is this argument? Dead because of the stories? It's not because she's encouraging the stories and the imagination. Like, what could she be talking about? What is the intent here?
We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
No, she's not going to be cool with that. Not one bit. History of the Finches by Edith Finch. So she lived here? This is where she lived? Huh. So, because this is Grandma's, right?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born.
Whoa.
That night, the tide went way, way out.
Oh, we can move. Okay.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground.
Yeah, it had to have
There'd
been way
an
out.
earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
Is this the same earthquake that caused Sanjay to
It
die?
smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it.
No, because it was sunken.
When the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
So we are playing as Edie, heading to the house.
I got turned around.
Yeah, I did.
For a while, I wondered.
Not a good idea, usually.
I started seeing things.
Yeah, a deer wouldn't have been there. That seems off.
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed. But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
A lot of old-timey stuff, yeah, for sure.
Or maybe I came back to them.
It really feels like mental disease. Like, how old is Edie in this right now?
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again.
Bye, great-grandma.
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Already gone? What does that
After
mean?
that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it.
Didn't like to talk about the
but
night you
she
left?
started getting sick a lot.
Oh.
The rest happened pretty quickly.
It's the curse. Dawn Finch.
She got better for a while, and then she didn't.
Oh.
And then I was alone.
Until,
The last Finch left alive.
well, at least until, you found a little...
Until I found out about you.
Yeah.
I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this.
So
If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is.
Oh, now we're playing as the child. I think we're the
This
child
journal was
being
supposed
born.
to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself.
I think we're going through the birth
I
canal.
guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Oh, man.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Edith Finch. We're her son. Whoa. I am speechless. Wow. Wow, just wow. Guys, incredible storytelling. Just, oh geez, like all the things that happened, they were all stylized because, of course, it seemed like, you know, it was imagination or mental illness that killed people. And I don't know. I mean, there's lessons to be learned here. One, live your life, because you never know how long, how brief it could be. You don't know. You just, all you know is that you have the time that you have now, like this moment, and you need to live it to the best of your ability, because you can't take for granted that the time that you have now will continue to be. And you know, you just need to cherish it and cherish the people around you, because you never know how long they're going to be around and be with you. You you don't know. And it just feels like, I feel so sad for this family, this whole family. But Edith had such a good outlook on it, and she says that, you know, be glad that they were around, that they were able to live the life, you know, and to that they existed, and to be appreciative of that. I think that's a really tender and really pure way to look at it. Like, you could look at it like Dawn did, where it's a curse and you have to run from it, you have to hide from it. It's something to be feared, something to be scared from. But Edith looked at it and said, you know, this may put this may put a time limit on what we have available to us, but that doesn't mean that we can't appreciate what we have, can't love the people that who we are, who we have been, we have around ourselves. And you just need to take advantage of that and appreciate what there is, and not what there could be, what there has been, but what there is. I think that's a very good lesson to take, and one that we as a whole should try to follow. Guys, I despite being saddened by this game, I loved it. It was an incredible experience, and I'm happy that you came and you shared it with me. I hope that you've enjoyed, and I hope that you will continue to have other experiences with me. Um, if you haven't already, please subscribe, so that when I post something else, we can experience it together like we did with this one. I hope to see you guys in the next one. And until then, everyone, bye.